Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Swan Pub Quiz. It is the 16th of September 2020. This is for those of you playing at home. Hi. Hello, home players. What we're going to do is your quiz will go live now. Your quiz answer sheet should be live now. You have until 10 p.m. to finish, okay? At 10 p.m, I've done another video, or I'm going to do another video, with the answers in it. I'll link you to that as well, but it won't go live until 10 p.m. Please get your answers then. The quiz will have finished in the pub by then as well. I'll then announce the winner via the messenger group. I apologise for not doing that last week. It was one in the pub. I apologise. Well done, Nick. Round of applause. And team. There'll be the prizes are available for those of you playing at home and those of you who are playing in the pub. Not that they'll be watching this unless they really love it. I will send the PayPal link that will be in the chat. Please do contribute if you just a moderate sum. If you can't afford it, I appreciate times are hard for many of us. Then don't bother. But I really would appreciate if you can just a normal amount for taking part. That'd be very much appreciated. So it'll be the 15 questions. I'm going to leave about 20 seconds between each one. Feel free to pause this video as and when. But as I say, you need to be finished by 10. At 10 o'clock, the whole quiz will shut. So anything that you've submitted will not be considered after 10 o'clock. Okay? Excellent. Then the answers video will go up and so on. If you're not local to York, then your prize will not be related to the pub and so on. And we'll get underway now, pretty much. I'll give you plenty of time. You've got your own time as well. I'll read everything twice. Your music questions are on your answer sheet. Okay, I'll send all that information out. You should already have it, in fact. And I'll start now. So, the PayPal link will be in the chat. Your link to the video will be sent with you, and I'll also copy that into the video comment, into the video description. Okay, so you can do all that as and when ready. Okay, hi. Let's get underway. I'm any swarthy Portuguese centre half. This is the Swan Quiz for the 16th of September. Question 1, ladies and gentlemen, is on TV. I recently was lucky enough to watch an episode of Hollyoaks yesterday. I watched an episode of Hollyoaks yesterday. My therapist has recommended, in order to rid myself from this mental blight, I asked her a question about it, with this in mind. The episode that I saw featured Tony. Tony's still in Hollyoaks. Tony's dad, who is incredibly enough a complete arsehole. Involved in a tug-of-love battle with his son, Tony, over the actress who played Jackie Dixon in Brookside, who is now apparently called Diane. Tony's dad in the series is played by Joe McGann, who previously played the role of Charlie Burrows in which ITV comedy series of the 1990s. Joe McGann played the role of Charlie Burrows in which ITV comedy series of the 1990s. Question 2. That wasn't 20 seconds. It won't be 20 seconds. It'll be about 5. You can just pause after each one. Question 2. The current Tour de France leader, Primož Roglič of Slovenia. A ruddy show-off, ladies and gentlemen. A ruddy, bloody show-off. Because he's represented Slovenia not only in his current sport, cycling, but also in which other winter sport? Primož Roglič of Slovenia. Currently leading the Tour de France. That does not include today's stage, and do not come and tell me about today's stage, although you're at home, and that would be very strange. Has represented Slovenia not only in his current sport, cycling, but in which other sport? Question 3, I'm going to give you a Wikipedia description of an American confectionery product. Okay, all you need to do is tell me what product this to which product this refers. It takes its name from the childhood nickname of the founder's daughter, which is also the name of a film, and also, apart from the individually wrapped ones, comes in a longer log form. Here's a description. Redacted is a mildly chocolate-flavoured taffy-like candy that has been manufactured in the United States since 1907. The candy has qualities similar to both caramels and taffy, without being exactly either confection. The manufacturer, Redacted Industries, is based in Chicago, Illinois. It was the first penny candy to be individually wrapped in America. It takes its name from the childhood nickname of the founder's daughter, which is also the name of a film, and comes in a longer log form, a mildly chocolate-flavoured taffy-like candy that has been manufactured in the USA since 1907. It has qualities similar to both caramels and taffy, without being exactly either confection. The manufacturer, Redacted Industries, is based in Chicago, Illinois. It was the first penny candy to be individually wrapped in America. 2-word answer I'm looking for. Question 4 is on geography, and we all like, ladies and gentlemen, don't we? Particularly gentlemen, to empty ourselves into large, damp areas, don't we? Can't therefore say much fairer than the rivers Leven, or Leven, Lune, Wyre, Kent, and Keir, which all on the wrong side of the hills empty into which body of water? The rivers Leven, Lune, Wyre, Kent, and Keir all empty or run into which body of water? Another 2-word answer. Question 5 is on recent musical deaths, and very sadly no longer with us. By what nickname is the singer Frederick Nathaniel Hibbert better known by one word nickname? The singer Frederick Nathaniel Hibbert, who died recently. By what name is he better known? A 1-word answer. A nickname. Question 6 is on sausages, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to give you a list of ingredients from this regularly available supermarket item, increasing order of prevalence in the list of ingredients. All you need to do is give me the last and most prevalent ingredient. It's a delicious list, I warn you. Flavourings: fennel seed, smoked paprika, white pepper, paprika, salt, modified maize starch, sugar, water, beef collagen casing, spice and herb extracts, yeast extracts, stabilizer, diphosphates, lactose, milk, potato starch, pork fat, wheat flour, water, pork sausages, tomatoes, and what? Just 1 word will do. That's flavourings. That's the least common item down to the most prevalent item in this food stuff. Flavourings: fennel seed, smoked paprika, white pepper, paprika unsmoked, salt, modified maize starch, sugar, water, beef collagen casing, spice and herbs extracts, yeast extracts, stabilizer, diphosphates, lactose, milk, potato starch, pork fat, wheat flour, water, pork sausages, tomatoes, and what? Question 7, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you now, I'm going to give you here, is a list of 12 seemingly unconnected items. All you need to do is tell me what links these 12 things. What conjoins these seemingly unrelated things? So, what links? a Daft Punk album. The last footballer to play for England who played outside the top 2 divisions. A 1988 Arnold Schwarzenegger film. Pie in the Sky. Cliff Richard. Sybil Fawlty. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in 2002. Sleeping Satellite. The unpleasant internet image hello.jpg. Didier Deschamps. Derek Dick. And finally, she says, "I don't want nobody else. I love you." I'll give you those again. What links? A Daft Punk album. The last England footballer from outside the top 2 divisions. A 1988 Arnie film. Pie in the Sky. Cliff Richard. Sybil Fawlty. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in 2002. Sleeping Satellite. The very unpleasant internet image hello.jpg. Didier Deschamps. Derek Dick. And she says, "I don't want nobody else. I love you." What could possibly link those 12 things? Sorry, my phone just went and I looked very unprofessional. Question 8 is on A roads. Gird your loins and fasten your safety belts, and perhaps bring some boiled sweets, because we have a lengthy trip ahead of us, some of which, according to Wikipedia, has been detrunked, which isn't anything I could recommend happening to you. Detrunked. And certainly you don't want to be detrunked in central Glasgow. Not even in the late bar. In central Glasgow we start, ladies and gentlemen, then head initially west. We do turn north, but we head initially west through Annisland Cross, towards Annisland Cross, through Dumbarton, which is horrible, before running to the west of Alexandria. That's in Egypt. West of Alexandria for some Isis worship. Meeting Loch Lomond, the Trossachs National Park. We then head toward Arden, Russ, past the turn-off for Campbelltown. Pulpit Rock, a place I really can't pronounce, called Crianlarich. Tyndrum. Duntergrass. There's some bleak moorland as well. Excellent. That's a surprise for Scotland, isn't it? Some bleak moorland. At Rannoch Moor, Sebastian's brother, Glencoe. Ballachulish. And then along the Great Glen to Fort William, home of unreachable mountains, of course. Spion Bridge, Lagan, the River Garry, the Bridge of Oik. Come on. For fuck's sake, Scotland, stop it. Along Loch Ness, then the only town named after something that Mark Antony did, Fort Augustus. Invermoriston, and finally meets up for a few, socially distanced of course, drinks with its pal the A9 in Inverness. Which two-digit A road, that's A in 2 digits, is that? Going from central Glasgow through Annisland Cross through Dumbarton, west of Alexandria via bypass along Loch Lomond, the Trossachs National Park towards Arden, Russ, the turn-off for Campbelltown, Pulpit Rock, Crianlarich, Duntergrass is the Tyndrum, Rannoch Moor, Glencoe, Ballachulish, along the Great Glen to Fort William, Speenbridge, Lagan, on the River Garry, the Bridge of Oik, along Loch Ness, Fort Augustus, Invermoriston, and then finally Inverness. Which two-digit A road is that? A and 2 numbers. Question 9 is on music, ladies and gentlemen. Jordan Stevens, who's Rizzle from the Rizzle Kicks, and the footballers Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain and Andre Gray, apparently still at Watford, are romantically linked with members of which musical group? Jordan Stevens from Rizzle Kicks and the footballers Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain and Andre Gray, romantically linked with members of which group? I've just got a message I'm going to do on the phone. Who's here? I see. Question 10 is on companies. The Enron scandal of 2001, which featured some very creative and entirely illegal accounting, caused the breakup of which accounting giant? Some of the parent company rebranded itself following this scandal as Accenture, or Accenture, if you prefer saying things correctly. So which accounting giant, some of which was rebranded as Accenture, was broken up after featuring in the Enron scandal of 2001? A two-word answer I'm looking for. A two-word alliterative answer because I'm nice. What is that accounting company? Embroiled in scandals, aren't you? Embroiled in the Enron scandal of 2001. Question 11 is on TV and musicals. The musical's The Book of Mormon, ladies and gentlemen, The Book of Mormon, which is meant to be quite good, but is also a musical. It was created in 2011 by the duo, perhaps best known for creating which animated TV series, which first aired in 1997. The musical The Book of Mormon was created in 2011 by the duo, perhaps best known for creating which animated TV series, which first aired in 1997. Question 12 is on sport and drinking, two of my favourite things. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, let us head. Where should we go? Let's go to Tenerife, shall we? In Tenerife, sun, sand, sangria, shitheads, unfortunately, including the one called Wayne, ladies and gentlemen, who runs the bar in Tenerife, located on the patch. Wayne, of course, is an awful man, according to today's revelations, but is also the brother of a former England footballer. Their shared surname is also the name of the bar. What is that surname? What is the name of the bar in Tenerife run by Wayne, the awful brother of a former England footballer? What is their surname? And also the name of the bar. Question 13 is on international ingratitude. The question is, which country, ungrateful shits, has inexplicably decided that they no longer wish to be governed by the mighty iron fist of the United Kingdom and our beloved Queen, and has indicated that it will become a republic by November 2021. Which country is that? No more Commonwealth Games for you, fuckbags. Which country has inexplicably decided they no longer wish to be governed by the United Kingdom and has seen full independence, becoming a republic by November 2021? Which country is that? Question 14 is on the internet. A popular internet image, or meme if you prefer, is one of two books called These Two Books Contain the Sum Total of All Human Knowledge. The books in question being Philip Delves Broughton's What They Teach You at X and Mark H. McCormack's What They Don't Teach You at X, which covers of course, all things. I'll accept a one-word answer here. But what is X in those book titles? What they do teach you at X by Philip Delves Broughton, and what they don't teach you at X by Mark H. McCormack, which contain between them, by dint of simple logical extension, the entire sum of all human knowledge. What does X stand for in those book titles? I will accept just a one-word answer as long as it's the first word. Okay? Good. Correct answer is 3 words, really, but I will just accept the first word. Question 15 is on films. Which man is best known as an actor for his role of Egon Spengler in Ghostbusters and its sequel Ghostbustia, and as a director for such films as Caddyshack, Groundhog Day, analyse this, analyse that, and the 2000 version of Bedazzled? Who is that man who is an actor best known for the role of Egon Spengler in Ghostbusters and Ghostbusters 2, and in his role as director for such films as Caddyshack, Groundhog Day, analyse this, analyse that, and the 2000 version of Bedazzled, which is probably worse than the original. Okay, question 16 and to 25, okay? And 16 to 25 is, according to YouGov and their popularity polls, the 10 most popular charities in the UK. Okay, the 10 most popular charities in the UK. They're mostly UK charities. One of them is worldwide. In fact, some of them are worldwide. But they all have a presence in the UK. The 10 most popular charities in the UK. I would recommend giving yourself about 5 minutes to think about that and fill in the answers, okay? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to give you about 15 seconds. And then I'll get on with the next question. Okay. So that should have been filled in 16 to 25. So the next one is question 26, okay? Which is on history. Ancient history. Galba, Otho, Vitellius and Vespasian. Not, as you might be thinking, the names of the hungry hippos, but in fact, the name of the 4 emperors making the most of their 13 weeks of fame in 69 AD. Galba, of course, the first of these, became emperor as there was no successor to which controversial Roman emperor who was in charge between 54 and 68 AD. So who was Roman emperor between 54 and 68 AD and was followed by Galba and then 4 emperors in the same year? Who was that man who succeeded by the year of the 4 emperors? Who was that? Question 27 is on TV. What's the surname of the siblings Daisy May and Charlie? So Daisy May Blank and Charlie Blank, brother and sister, responsible for the BBC 3 mockumentary series This Country. Daisy May and Charlie, siblings, responsible for the BBC 3 mockumentary series. I hate that word. Mockumentary series This Country. What's their surname? Question 28 is on Bank, so you might remember the game Village or Cricketer that we used to play here, okay? One way to amuse yourself during lockdown was to play the game Paint Colour or Stripper. You could play it on your own if you changed your own name to Hot Coral. Hot Coral, ladies and gentlemen. Hot Coral, of course, is also the official colour of the cards of which online challenger bank? An online bank, ladies and gentlemen, which features cards that are a colour described as hot coal. Tss, hot coal. The official colour of the banks of... the official colour of the cards of which bank? Question 29 is on video games. What is the name of the video game publishing company who's the parent company of gaming giants Rockstar Games and 2K Games, and thus responsible for output including BioShock, NBA 2K, Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead series, and many others? They own both Rockstar and 2K Games. What is that company called? I've done some adjusting there and it hasn't worked. Question 30 is on sport and post-lockdown sport. In one sport, American sport, since the lockdown ended or since sport recommenced, all the games have taken place at that most hallowed and historical of venues, the ESPN Wide World of Sports complex in Orlando, Florida. What is that sport? How great venues in this sport include Madison Square Gardens, the Staples Center, and so on. But they're no more. They haven't hosted any games. They've all taken place since lockdown ended or since restrictions were lifted at the ESPN Wide World of Sports complex in Orlando, Florida. It's a bit Disneyland, I think, or Disney World, whichever one's there. I can never remember. Which sport is that? Question 31 is on names. In naming what, ladies and gentlemen, does 7 equal 9, 8 equal 10, 9 equal 11, and 10 equal 12? Not just numbers too higher. In naming what does 7 equal 9 or 9th, 8 equal 10 or 10th, 9 equal 11 or 11th, and 10 equal 12 or 12th? What naming convention is that true? Question 32 is on literature. In addition to swathes of short stories, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, also the only person to catch fire during a first-class cricket game, only wrote 4 full-length Sherlock Holmes novels, the lazy bastard. A Study in Scarlet and The Hound of the Baskervilles are 2 of those full-length novels. Name either of the other 2. So only 4 full-length Sherlock Holmes novels. The rest are collections of short stories in the originals. Presumably someone's written some later, but by Arthur Conan Doyle. Only 4 proper novels. A Study in Scarlet and The Hound of the Baskervilles are 2 of them. Name either of the other 2. Question 33 is on entertainment, I suppose. Achievement, the arts, the stars of the world. One of the prime achievements in the arts is to be an EGOT winner. An EGOT winner, which means you've won an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony Award. There for theatre in America. And that's one short, of course, which is the ultimate achievement, which is an EGOT award. An EGOT award, which is an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, a Tony, and an Esther Ranson's Heart of Gold, ladies and gentlemen. Still short of the H, which musician recently became an EGOT, adding to his multiple Grammy Awards for his own music. He's won his Emmy for his work on 2018's Jesus Christ Superstar Live. It might be Live, actually, it might be the Resurrect. No, Jesus Christ Superstar Live. His Tony Award for his work on the play Jitney, and his Oscar for the song Glory from the film Selma with the rapper Common. Who is that man who became an EGOT with his Emmy on Jesus Christ Superstar, his Tony for producing the play Jitney, a Grammy Award for his own music, and his Oscar for his work on the song Glory from the film Selma in association, with the rapper Common. Who is that man? Question 34 is on space. Everyone, and by everyone I actually do mean everyone, has heard of the Apollo space missions, ladies and gentlemen. The Apollo space missions, very famous. Prior to that, of course, the Apollo space missions, there were other American space programs, one of which, a whole range of different programs, launched the first American in space in the form of Alan Shepard, and after whose several astronauts, several of the Thunderbird pilots were named. So this space program contained as one of its missions the first American in space in the form of Alan Shepard in 1961. The Blank 7, the name given to the astronauts involved in this, after whom several of the Thunderbird pilots were named. The TV series. What is that space program, that group of missions? In the same way that there's Apollo, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. There's blank, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is that forerunner to the Apollo program called? I'm going to check my phone again. Yep. Question 35 is on history. Let us take ourselves, ladies and gentlemen, let us cast ourselves back in time to December the 17th, 1903. And where do we find ourselves? But Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, USA, where we're about to witness the crowning achievement of which pair? Which pair's crowning achievement took place on December the 17th, 1903 at the location of Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, USA? Question 36 is on techniques, ladies and gentlemen. Tucking and packing are two techniques used by entertainers of a certain type to suggest that the person involved either does when they don't, or does not when they do, have what, ladies and gentlemen? Tucking and packing are misleading techniques used by entertainers of a certain type to suggest that the person tucking or packing, you tuck if you do have one and you pack if you don't. Or what, ladies and gentlemen? They have what? Question 37 is on sport and festivals. 7 letters in this answer, ladies and gentlemen. It's either one word or 2 words, and it means completely different things. But in the same order as well. 7 letters, if one word, is a Gaelic festival marking the end of the harvest season, or in 2 words, an England Lions and Warwickshire cricketer born in Hong Kong who played for Australian age group teams, and who was called up into the one-day squad for this summer's spectator-free cricket. So what are those letters? The words, either one of them is fine. Either the Gaelic festival marking the end of the harvest season, or, if 2 words, an England Lions and Warwickshire cricketer born in Hong Kong, raised in Australia, and who was called into the England squad for the one-day matches this summer. What could that be? Question 38 is on TV and films. What word do you add? So what word, and just want one word, what word do you add to the title of a British comedy series first aired in 1999, which spawned a 2005 film, a different 2005 stage show? So that's 4 words. You add one word and you get the 5-word title of a comic book series adapted into what Wikipedia calls a diesel punch superhero film in 2003, starring Sean Connery in his final live-action role. So what word do you add to the title of that British comedy series which ran from 1999, spawned a 2005 film. What word you add to that to get the title of a comic book series adapted into a Wikipedia-described diesel punk superhero film from 2003 featuring Sean Connery in his final live-action role? What is that word that you add? Question 39, ladies and gentlemen, is on people. Joseph Curville. Joseph Curville, ladies and gentlemen. Who the fuck is Joseph Curville, you ask? I'll tell you who he is. He's batshit crazy. He recently broke the world record, of course, for sitting in a box full of ice. Okay, A, bad idea. B, he did break the world record, but it was his own world record. So, you still have the same number of world records. Weirdo. And C, weirdest of all, has planned already to do it again next year. So the world record for the most time sitting in a box full of ice. Okay? Nutter. Anyway, when he'd done this, ladies and gentlemen, he celebrated. How did he celebrate? What was his immediate celebration, ladies and gentlemen? What did he do to celebrate this feat for sitting in a box of ice for a long time? It's a stupid question, but it just made me laugh that that's what he did. You're not really meant to know either. So that's 39. How did Joseph Curville celebrate breaking his own world record for sitting in a box full of ice for the longest time? And question 40, the last one, is on music. Which word of 5 letters or more, one word, 5 letters or more, has appeared in the title of hit singles by all of the following artists? Kate Bush, Level 42, Mike and the Mechanics, the Spencer Davis Group, the Doobie Brothers, Muse, and Jarvis Cocker. One word, 5 letters or more, has been in the title of hit singles by Kate Bush, the Spencer Davis Group, the Doobie Brothers, Level 42, Muse, Mike and the Mechanics, and Jarvis Cocker. What is that word? Okay. The next one's 41 to 60. Okay, question 41 to 60 are music questions. Fill those in at your leisure. Do be careful to get the artist and the song title in the right space. It just makes my job harder, if not, and I'd rather you didn't do that, okay? I'm now going to give you the pointless questions and the tiebreaker questions. So your pointless questions, you need to answer in 61, 62, and 63, okay? Your tiebreaker question is 64. Okay? When you've done that, and before 10 o'clock, if it's after 10 o'clock, it won't be considered. It needs to be finished by 10 o'clock, okay? You can answer the same pointless question 3 times. You can put the same answer in 3 times if you think it's right, if you think it's a really good answer. But your pointless questions, remember, you're looking for obscure answers not given by the 100 friends I gave 100 seconds to name these 3 questions, okay? So we're looking for any UK football stadium, so that's a stadium that has a football team playing in it every week. Or every other week, the same team. You understand what I mean? In regular use by a team. That has a capacity of more than 15,000. I need the name of the stadium. Not the team, the stadium. Has a capacity of more than 15,000. I need anyone who's ever represented the UK in the Eurovision Song Contest. Or I need any world capital city that does not contain the letter A. Okay, it's the normal English translation, or not translation, but the way it's spelled out. It's according to Wikipedia, okay? So there are your pointless questions. Any UK football stadium in Red you lose with a capacity of more than 15,000, any UK Eurovision entrant, or any world capital not containing the letter A. And your tiebreak question is very straightforward. How much in pounds did the world's heaviest ever donut weigh? So how much in pounds, to the nearest pound, did the world's heaviest ever donut weigh? Okay? When you've answered all that, when you've finalised your answers, click on save, tick the 3 boxes and click finish. Okay? Good. Thank you all for taking part. Don't forget, the answers will be in another video link which will be live at 10 p.m. Okay? So at 10 p.m. the answer video will be alive. I will send that in exactly the same place as I send this link for this video. Thank you all for taking part, and I will publish the results in all the chats when I am able to do so, when everyone has finished. Okay? Please, 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 it takes quite a lot of time to do this, and we are giving away prizes, so please donate to the PayPal link, just a normal amount, whatever you feel happy doing. The more the merrier, I won't lie, but we'll be very grateful. Okay? Thank you very much. See you later. Bye.